Listen up, you lot. Dining out should be an experience, not a bloody endurance test. You expect quality for your hard-earned cash, not some soggy excuse for a meal. In this cutthroat culinary landscape, some chains are serving up absolute perfection, while others are dishing out utter rubbish. Today we're separating the wheat from the chaff, the Michelin stars from the kitchen nightmares. We're diving deep into the 8 best and 8 worst restaurant chains you need to know before you even think about booking that reservation. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or just looking for a decent bite, this list is your ultimate guide to culinary success and disasters in 2025. Stay tuned, because you might be surprised by who's nailing it and who's getting booted out of the kitchen. Let's be honest, Chick-fil-A is like the bloody gold standard in the fast food industry. They've cracked the code, those clever devils. Their chicken sandwiches? Crispy, juicy, and seasoned to perfection. You won't find any dry, rubbery excuses for poultry here. And the service? Don't even get me started. Their staff are always smiling, always polite, and always ready to go the extra mile. Walk into any Chick-fil-A from coast to coast, and you know exactly what you're going to get. A bloody good meal. No surprises, no disappointments, just quality food served with a smile. Well done, Chick-fil-A, you've earned your place at the top. Listen, sometimes you just want a bloody good burger without all the bells and whistles. And when that craving hits, there's only one place to go. In-N-Out Burger. These guys have stuck to their guns, keeping the menu simple, the ingredients fresh, and the prices reasonable. Freshly baked buns, juicy patties smashed to perfection, crisp lettuce, and their secret sauce. It's a classic burger done right. No frozen patties, no wilted lettuce, just real food made with care. In-N-Out proves that you don't need to be fancy to be fantastic. Now, for you carnivores out there, Texas Roadhouse is a meat lover's paradise. You want a good steak without breaking the bank? They've got you covered. From their hand-cut steaks, seasoned and grilled to perfection, to their legendary rolls with cinnamon butter that'll have you licking your fingers, Texas Roadhouse knows how to satisfy a hearty appetite. Their atmosphere is always buzzing, with peanut shells littering the floor and friendly staff who make you feel right at home. And the portions? Generous, to say the least. So if you're looking for a taste of Texas hospitality and a damn good steak, look no further than Texas Roadhouse. Raising Cane's one bird, no mistakes. Listen, some restaurants try to do too much. But Raising Cane's, they're not afraid to focus on what they do best, chicken fingers. And let me tell you, they've bloody perfected it. Their chicken is always fresh, never frozen, and cooked to crispy, juicy perfection. And that Cane sauce? It's the stuff of legends. They keep it simple, but they don't skimp on quality. Raising Cane's proves that you don't need to be fancy to be brilliant. The Cheesecake Factory. Still tempting those taste buds. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. The Cheesecake Factory? That place with the menu the size of a phone book? But hold your horses, because this place is still a crowd pleaser for a reason. They've got something for everyone, from pasta to burgers to Asian-inspired dishes. And let's be honest, you're not just there for the main course, are you? You're there for the cheesecake. From the classic original to the decadent Reese's peanut butter chocolate cake cheesecake, they've got a flavor for every palate. The Cheesecake Factory is a bit like a culinary amusement park. It's big, it's bold, and it's always an experience. Shake Shack shaking up the burger scene. Now, for those of you who appreciate a good burger, Shake Shack is a must-try. These guys are all about quality ingredients and bold flavors. Their burgers are made with 100% Angus beef, cooked to juicy perfection and piled high with fresh toppings. And for a sweet treat, their milkshakes are thick, creamy, and utterly indulgent. Shake Shack has managed to create a cult following with their commitment to quality and their simple yet delicious menu. Olive Garden still serving up family favorites. Listen, sometimes you just need a comforting bowl of pasta and some unlimited breadsticks. And when that craving hits, there's only one place to go: Olive Garden. Sure, it's not the most authentic Italian food you'll ever eat, but it's familiar, it's affordable, and it's always a crowd pleaser. Those breadsticks, though, they're warm, they're garlicky, and they're impossible to resist. Olive Garden is a family favorite for a reason. Panera Bread, a cut above the rest. Listen, for those of you who care about what you put in your body, Panera Bread is a breath of fresh air. They've got soups, salads, sandwiches, and pastries, all made with fresh, wholesome ingredients. Their bread is baked fresh daily, their soups are packed with flavor, and their salads are anything but boring. Panera Bread has managed to bridge the gap between fast food and healthy eating. They prove that you can have it all: convenience, flavor, and nutrition. So, next time you're looking for a quick and healthy meal, skip the greasy fast food joints and head over to Panera Bread. Applebee's, from apple of my eye to what happened. Now let's talk about Applebee's, shall we? It used to be a decent option for a casual meal, a place where you could get a decent burger or some tasty appetizers. But lately, it's gone downhill faster than a runaway roller coaster. The food quality is inconsistent, the service can be painfully slow, and the menu is about as exciting as watching paint dry. The 2 for $20 deals might be tempting, but trust me, you're better off spending your hard-earned cash elsewhere. The portions have shrunk, the quality has plummeted, and the overall experience is just underwhelming. Applebee's, you need to pull yourself together. Get back to basics, focus on quality ingredients, and ditch the tired, uninspired menu. Subway, from fresh to forgettable. Subway, what happened? You used to be the go-to for a quick and healthy lunch. Freshly baked bread, a wide array of toppings, and the ability to customize your own sub. It was a winning formula. But somewhere along the way you lost your way. The bread became dry and flavorless, the toppings started to look and taste suspiciously artificial, and the overall quality took a nosedive. Subway, you need to ditch the processed ingredients, embrace fresh, flavorful options, and bring back the quality that made you a household name. Buffalo Wild Wings. More like Buffalo Wild wait times. Buffalo Wild Wings, you've got one job: wings, and yet you manage to mess even that up. The wings are often overcooked, dry, and swimming in sauce that's more about quantity than quality. And the wait times? Don't even get me started. You'll be lucky to get your food within an hour, even if the restaurant is half empty. And for the privilege of enduring this subpar dining experience, you'll be paying a premium price. Buffalo Wild Wings, you need to up your game. Focus on quality over quantity. Train your staff to provide efficient service, and for heaven's sake, invest in some decent wings. IHOP. From pancakes to pancakes, IHOP, you had one job: pancakes. It's in your name, for crying out loud. But even those have become a pale imitation of their former glory. The pancakes are often flat, greasy, and lacking in flavor. The service is usually slow and inattentive, and the restaurants themselves are often dirty and in need of a good scrub. IHOP, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Literally. Invest in some quality ingredients, train your staff to provide decent service, and give your restaurants a much-needed makeover. Red Lobster, you used to be the place to go for a special occasion seafood feast, but lately, you've become a shadow of your former self. The seafood is often overcooked, rubbery, and lacking in freshness. The Cheddar Bay biscuits might still be addictive, but they're not enough to salvage this sinking ship. The service is often slow and inattentive, and the restaurants themselves are often dated and in need of a refresh. Red Lobster, you need to reel it in. Focus on sourcing fresh, high-quality seafood, train your staff to provide attentive service, and give your restaurants a much-needed update. TGI Fridays, you used to be the place to go for a fun, casual night out with friends. But lately, you've become about as exciting as a wet weekend. The menu is tired and uninspired, the food is mediocre at best, and the prices are outrageous for what you get. The service is often slow and inattentive, and the restaurants themselves are often noisy and chaotic. TGI Fridays, you need to shake things up. Ditch the tired menu, invest in some quality ingredients, and train your staff to provide attentive service. Otherwise, you'll continue to be known as the place where good times go to die. Jack in the Box, you're the embodiment of everything that's wrong with fast food. Your food is greasy, your service is inconsistent, and your menu is a Frankensteinian monster of questionable culinary creations. From the tacos that taste like they were assembled by a blindfolded chimpanzee to the burgers that are drier than the Sahara Desert, your food is an assault on the senses. And don't even get me started on those curly fries. Jack in the Box, you need to go back to the drawing board. Ditch the greasy food, invest in some quality ingredients, and train your staff to provide efficient service. Otherwise, you'll continue to be known as the fast food equivalent of a dumpster fire. Denny's, you used to be the late-night diner of choice, the place where you could always get a hearty meal no matter what time it was. But lately, you've become a shadow of your former self. The food is greasy, the service is slow, and the restaurants themselves are often dirty and uninviting. The Grand Slam breakfast might still be a classic, but even that has become a pale imitation of its former glory. Denny's, you need to wake up and smell the burnt toast. Clean up your act, invest in some quality ingredients, and train your staff to provide decent service. Otherwise, you'll continue to be known as the place where good diners go to die. There you have it, you lot. The best and worst restaurant chains of 2025, laid bare for all to see. Remember, dining out should be a pleasure, not a punishment. So, choose wisely, spend your hard-earned cash at establishments that deserve it, and avoid these culinary nightmares at all costs. Now, I want to hear from you. Did your favorite restaurant make the cut? Have you had any culinary disasters lately that would make even me swear off cooking? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest restaurant reviews, cooking tips, and culinary insights. Until next time, keep those kitchens clean and those standards high.